Hey friends, welcome to my channel Explore the World Dilse. Today I'll show you the best places to visit in Sydney. This place definitely amazes you, so let's start. Sydney. Sydney, the oldest, biggest, and most beautiful of all Australian cities, lies amid an seductive intermingling of land and sea. Glide along the glittering harbour on a ferry, see the white sails of the Opera House gleaming in the sunshine, admire the graceful arc of the harbour bridge, and it's hard to imagine this vibrant state capital of New South Wales was once a convict colony. In 1788, it was at Sydney Cove where Captain Arthur Phillip, commander of the First Fleet, established the first British colony in Australia. Today, you can explore Sydney's fabled history in the narrow cobble laneways and historic buildings of the Rocks, and the city's excellent museums, where you can also learn about the Gadigal Aboriginal people who once thrived on this land. Sydney still fizzes with the adventurous spirit of its settlers. You can climb the harbour bridge, surf the Green Barrel breaks the Sydney's golden beaches, or fly over the city on a scenic tour. Wildlife rich wilderness areas surround the city, providing the first one is Sydney Opera House, one of the world's greatest icon. The Sydney Opera House is a UNESCO World Heritage Site and the star attraction on the glittering harbour. This graceful building, shaped like shells or billowing sails, perched on a finger of land surrounded by water. Snap a photo like while gliding by on a harbour cruise, relax at one of the restaurants, stroll around its exterior, or take an organized tour of this magnificent structure, which encompasses theaters, studio, exhibition rooms, a concert hall, and cinema. Book a Sydney Opera House guided walking tour to learn about the history and get a behind the scenes look at this famous building. This is a flexible ticket that allows you to join any one of the tours throughout the day, departing every half hour from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Avid photographers head to Mrs. McQuarrie's chair for one of the best photo opportunities. Note that the building is currently undergoing a $202 million upgrade slated for completion in early 2021, but it will continue to operate during the restoration. The second one is Sydney Harbour Bridge. The Sydney Harbour Bridge, or Kothanger as locals call it, was the city's best known landmark prior to construction of the Sydney Opera House, supported by massive double piers at each end. It was built in 1932 and remains the world's largest steel arch bridge, connecting the harbour's north and south shores in a single curve, rising 134 meters above the water. Along its length run two railway lines and 8 lanes for road traffic, the direction of which can be varied according to traffic flow. Increasing bridge traffic encouraged construction of a harbour tunnel in 1992 to ease congestion, but motorists can still drive over the bridge for blue water views. Pedestrians can stroll across walkways or join a guided ascent through bridge climb for a breathtaking panorama of the city and harbour. To learn about the fascinating history of the bridge construction, visit the museum in the southeastern pier. Daring souls who wants to climb to the 135-meter high summit can book the Sydney Bridge climb. This is a spectacular opportunity that takes group of up to 13 people on an approximately 3.5-hour climb to the top of the outer arc. Tours run throughout the day, beginning with a down climb and ending with the night climb. 1.5 hour sampler climbs and 2.25 hours express climbs are also available. If you are still watching this video, then please do subscribe, like, comment and share to my channel. The third one is Harbour Cruise. Harbour Cruise, built by convict labour in Sydney Cove, bustling circular quay, is now home to the city's main ferry terminal. Thousands of commuters flood the area at peak hours. Cafes and restaurants line the waterfront, and street performers entertain locals and visitors along the sunny walkways. One of the most popular things to do here, and the best way to appreciate Sydney's sparkling waterfront setting, is to hop aboard a harbour cruise like the popular 2-hour Sydney Harbour Cafe cruise. Ferries also depart from here to prime spots such as Manly, Watsons Bay and Taronga Park Zoo. During the annual winter migration, the Sydney Whale Watching Cruise take passengers out past Sydney Heads to view these magnificent creatures. You can easily walk from Circular Quay to other top attractions, head south along the waterfront promenade to the Sydney Opera House and the Royal Botanic Gardens, and a short walk to the north leads to the Sydney Harbour Bridge and the Rock Historic Area. To the west, the Free Museum of Contemporary Art, housed in an Art Deco building, displays cutting edge and often controversial exhibitions. If you like this video, then don't forget to share this video to your family and friends. The next one is Darling Harbour, a hub for tourists and local alike. Darling Harbour is a waterfront pedestrian precinct packed with shops, restaurants, museums, exhibitions, and entertainment venues. Families will love Madame Tussauds, the Wildlife Sydney Zoo, and the Sea Life Sydney Aquarium, which contains the world's largest collection of Australian marine creatures. The Sea Life Sydney Aquarium entrance ticket is a great way to get ahead of the crowds, and it also offers discount on other attractions. Powerhouse Museum offers interactive exhibits on science, technology, design, and history, while nautical-minded history buffs can board a replica of Captain Cook's ship Endeavour at the Australian National Maritime Museum. Younger children will love the carousel, playground, and water park, and IMAX and 9D theater, harbour jet boat rides, simulated flights, and racing car adventures round out the exciting attraction. Those seeking a tranquil patch of green amid all the excitement can slip into the Chinese Garden of Friendship and sip tea among the willows and koi ponds. The fifth one is the Royal Botanic Garden, Sydney, a tranquil oasis amid the hustle and bustle of the city. The Royal Botanic Garden at Farm Cove lies a short and scenic stroll along the waterfront from the Sydney Opera House. The gardens were established in 1816 and encompass 30 hectares of themed gardens with towering trees, palm groves, orchids, ferns, and flocks of fruit bats. Visiting the gardens is one of the many wonderful things to do in Sydney for free. Among the highlights are the Palace Rose Garden, which includes some 1800 roses, and the Glass House latitude 23 and fernery brimming with tropical foliage, begonias, and orchids. For the less energetic, a hop of train tours the grounds. After exploring the gardens, you can relax at the cafe or restaurants or enjoy a hillside picnic with beautiful harbor views. Surrounding the gardens is the Domain, a popular event venue with open green space and sports areas. While you are visiting the gardens, you can enjoy views of Government House, the official residence of the Governor of New South Wales. And the last one is the Sydney Tower Eye. Soaring above the city's skyline, the 309-meter high Sydney Tower Eye is the city's tallest building and one of its great landmarks. Other than the Opera House and Harbour Bridge, of course, this golden spire top turret rises from the busy Center Point shopping mall. Express lifts whisk visitors to the observation deck at the top or to the skywalk at al fresco glass floor viewing platform, the perfect spot for sightseeing. While up there, you can enjoy panoramic views of Sydney and its surrounding suburbs, or enjoy a bite to eat at one of the revolving restaurants or the cafe. Also on offer is a 4D cinema experience which provides an overview of the city's major icons. Comment down your favorite place in Sydney. Thank you so much for watching my video. If you like the video, then please do subscribe, like, comment, share to my channel, and don't forget to press the bell icon so that you can get the notification for new videos.